All right, so in my previous video, I had intended to put the family tree showing that I'm a descendant of King David at the end of the video, but I forgot to do that. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I found about my family tree. So this article is about Queen Elizabeth and how they believe that she is a descendant of the Prophet Muhammad. Um, I feel like I look like I could be related to that woman. But that's probably a picture that was done way after she was alive, so that doesn't matter. Anyway, so here is the family tree that they say traces back to Prophet Muhammad from Queen Elizabeth. And as you see here, uh, Isabella, I believe this is the Isabella Sancha Alphonsus. It's been a while since I looked at this. Yeah, Sancha Alphonsus and Isabel is what they have her as on this like world family tree. So this shows that she would be my 28th great grandmother, and so that means that all these people before her are also my ancestors. I might be mixing up the ancestors and descendants, those two words, because I do that a lot. Like I just like spit out the word descendant when I mean ancestor. So I might have already done that in this video. Um, so that is what that shows. However, according to my own family tree that I did, he comes up as a third cousin. Um, there are often several lines of your family tree that go back to the same person. So it could be that. Um, it could be that this family tree that somebody did of Queen Elizabeth is incorrect. However, the what's this? This isn't the Get Match website. This is I'm drawing a blank. On which site I did this family tree on. When I remember, I'll post it down in the description. So anyway, that shows, that I do have some kind of a line going back to Prophet Muhammad. And then let's see. Oh yeah, this is another tree that shows going back to Prophet Muhammad. If you look on the right side of the image, through James the First of Scotland, who is my 17th great grandfather. And if you look kind of like towards the top of the image on the right, you'll see James the First of Scotland. And so, yeah, that's another potential line going back to Prophet Muhammad. And then as for King David, I didn't know anything about Jewish culture really. I don't think we had any Jewish people in my basic training class because otherwise I would have gone along with them to their religious service because I was like, every week I was doing a different religion, going to their religious service to find out what they were, like I said in a previous video. I didn't know anything about Judaism other than like, the Nazis had tried to kill them and stuff like that. And the like, the stuff that they tell you in church when you're a kid, the Jews killed Jesus and all that kind of, I didn't really know anything. But when I was in Iraq, I had a dream that I went to King David's tomb. In the dream, And I had never really even like seen pictures of Jerusalem or anything like that. Like, I was a foster kid that was always being like transferred to different homes and stuff like that. So I didn't have like um my education was just like all over the place and stuff like, but I didn't really know anything about it. But anyways, in the dream, I was inside of like the main part of the old city, and I remember that I was walking out of the Zion gate and that I was in the south of the city. And then once I walked out of the gate, I took a right and I kind of walked through like a residential area. And I was walking for like a good, 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes, just kind of like exploring. Um, and I went into this like valley area that had cliffs like ahead of me that I guess would have been like to the northwest. And I like crossed this little valley area and went over to where the cliffs were. And this guy came out, and he like came out of one of the cliffs because there was like this opening, and he was like, oh my gosh, a person. He was like, you have to come up here and see this. And he just grabbed me and he was like super excited and brought me along with him. And he was like, I've just discovered King David's tomb. And he was like, you're the first person that's seeing this other than me. Like, I had to show somebody, and you just like happened to be there. Like, this is crazy. I just found it. And he was like showing me like writing that proved that it was his tomb, and that it was like it built into the side of the cliff. Um, I hadn't even at that point I hadn't even seen like pictures of like Petra and stuff like that. Like, I was just like totally ignorant about all that kind of stuff. And of course this is a dream. And so when I woke up from the dream, I looked up a map of Jerusalem and I saw that like it's kind of like it was kind of set up the same. Um and so I told a lot of people about it, and I actually found a video of YouTube that was like a couple of years later where a woman uh tried to actually go to the spot where I had said that the tomb was. And she when she got there to the spot where the cliff was, where I had said it was, there was like this warehouse that was built up into like the side of the cliff. And she said like nobody was really paying attention, so she walked inside of it, and they had built a warehouse kind of building around to hide that they were excavating that area. um so I don't know, maybe they discovered it. They say that the tomb is in a different location, and it actually is like by the Zion gate. uh but I think that they have the wrong spot. I had a dream about it, so my dream comes before anybody else's. Especially because I knew nothing about it. My dream is correct, and they are all wrong. Anyways, I was kind of being silly with that. But here, as you can see, King David is my 107th great grandfather. Um, Give you a second to kind of peek at that. And you can like, screenshot it and do your own research, and tell me that you think that I'm wrong and all this stuff. I'm sure, this is one of those things where like when you trace back to these people in your family tree, then like people are like, no one can be related to them. Like people get really passionate about it. Like they don't want these people to have any descendants because, someone might try to claim power or something. Anyway. And so, oh yeah, I just wanted to show like some other things really quick that were interesting in my family tree, that I had found. So this is King of Sheba, um, and Pharaoh of Egypt. So I do have black ancestors. I have traced back to them. I have black ancestors. I have Arab ancestors. Um, I have Native American ancestors. Uh, according to my DNA test, I have, Japanese, Tibetan, what are they called? Yakut, and then like South American. So I am actually mixed. Like, I don't think the thing about like people who try to be racial purist is that like they sound like fucking idiots to me, honestly, because if you think about like all of the world travel, the diasporas, like just migration in general over like, thousands of years, there is no such thing as a European who doesn't have ancestry from Arabs and Africans, that doesn't have Jewish ancestry. Like every German has Jewish ancestry, period. End of story. If you try to say otherwise, you're just fucking dumb and don't know anything about anything. It's just like the most like ignorant thing that anybody could say. So yeah, I'm not a purebred white person. I was told that a lot growing up, that I was wonder bread, like pure white. No, absolutely not. Okay, so here's another one, another pharaoh. Um, and then this is the guy who says that he was a descendant of Jesus. So this shows him as my first cousin, and then there's like other people. I believe Clovis was the one who was my direct ancestor. I just like pulled these off of like I like typed family tree into the search and just pulled these off really quick just to show you guys some stuff. Um, so I do actually have like more of this information, which I can like put out at some point, but I just want to make a quick video about it. And then Queen of Sheba. So for all of you people who hate on me because my skin isn't dark enough to like have any kind of fucking clout in this world or whatever, or I have a lot of people who like really fucking attack me because I'm a white person. I'm a descendant of the Queen of Sheba, so get off my ass. Okay. um Anyway, so that's just some stuff that I wanted to show you about my family tree. Um, I would love to prove this with DNA. Like, let's do this. Let's do the tests. Obviously, I'm going to be gate kept out of it because people want to be assholes, and my entire life is people like stealing my identity and gatekeeping me out of my life. But this is all true. This is my research. I spent thousands of dollars to do DNA tests and to, have the ancestry membership and stuff so that I could access the family tree information and build my family tree. And it wasn't like an instant overnight thing. This took me years of like, years of like several months of like spending every night just like up all night, like digging through records and stuff like that. So, this is who I am. Like it or not, I don't fucking care. This is who I am. So, yeah, I'm not trying to have an attitude or anything. It's just like it upsets me because like there's a lot of woke people in the world who want to be like, you have to let people be who they are, and like apparently, like even as somebody who advocates for people being themselves, for being able to be who they are, I'm not allowed to. Like my feels in this situation don't seem to fucking matter, and I'm not cool with that. And so yeah, it is what it is. You know, uh, be a hater or not, I'm not changing for anybody. So this is who I am.